Yeah.
Open a sink. Yo, guy, did you?
When's the next update? Soon, TM. Not 100% sure because I want everything to be ready.
Ah, shit. So it already got hit.
DW said today that storefronts isn't only for Little Soul. So I'm not sure why it was set up this way, but probably just laziness. But it's being redone anyway. So storefronts are going to work in a way where I'm going to be able to literally walk up to the door, put a store there. That's how it's going to work. So it doesn't matter where it is. It can be on the fucking moon. That way we can limit who buys the stores, where they are, and, you know, copies of stores, business ideas being, you know, copied and shit like that. So it's essentially it's just like a guard. But yeah, no, it was never intended that it was only Little Soul to have shops. There's like fucking 5 shops there, dude. Why would it only be Little Soul, dude? And what are you saying? Well, the Dean's World and Farmers Markets is sort of what this is evolving into. So the general idea is, like, you look at this, right? We have hubs in the city, and we want to maintain hubs depending on what shops come through. So you could add a weed shop here. You know, maybe either way, there's going to be one weed shop here, maybe, right? Then you could have a weed shop over here. And then, you know, maybe a weed shop up here somewhere. And then the next set of shops that come through, you do the same thing. So wherever the hubs are is where we got to place the shops and make sure people go in that direction. Because the reality is, we'd go out here to the pier, right? And half the time it was deadish and people were AFK. But that's not a fault of the problem. All this, the fault is the server, right? We've only got 250 people. There's only going to be so much foot traffic. So if we place them in already, in places that are already heated, then we're doubling what could, well, not doubling, but, you know, we're increasing what could potentially go there. So there's good spots here. Depending on what happens with Burger Shot, it could also be around there. But, you know, also around PD, we could have some shops around here. Just like convenience areas, you know what I mean? And the general idea is to remove every other shop. So the hardware store, people will be able to craft and make their own tools, and then have a hardware store in Little Soul or Mirror Park or up here on Vinewood, you know what I mean? Wherever the hubs end up being.
I put the bands in the glove box.
Oh, you got this one's done too?
No, from earlier.
Oh, honestly,
I haven't grabbed these yet. Okay.
The piggyback CG idea, honestly, dude, I don't know what has been said, but this shop storefront system is something I mentioned at the start of 3.0. So, you know, I even had the same thing in Armor. You know what I mean? This isn't a new thing. It really isn't. But how it's implemented is the core reason behind it, which is foot traffic. We want foot traffic. We want more interaction around the server. Bro, can we go see Bo? I want to hug him, bro.
Kristen.
Okay.
I don't know what's been going on with the cops the past 2 days.
The server doesn't revolve around CG. The egos are out of control. The server doesn't revolve around anybody, and everybody's ego is out of control.
They just don't.
That's why you have fucking cops complaining. That's why you have criminals complaining. Everybody thinks they're entitled. We need more bows in our life, bro. Peppy hands. People who are there just to fucking be there and enjoy it. You know what I mean?
What'd you say?
But yeah, it's a common thing for streamers to have. Sorry, I almost smoked this. To have that sort of like mentality, and to think only CG like that is fucking retarded, honestly. I think every group has it, but some people are willing to hate others more than other groups for whatever fucking reason. I mean, there's definitely a way that people can go about things better and not be obnoxious when they have opinions, but you know, I'm under the assumption that, like, if you can't argue with somebody, they're not your fucking friend. You know what I mean? Like literally. And Twitch is full of fake fuckers that are like that. Just pretend to like you and like everybody, bro. It's like, I fucking hate it. Like Reddit, well, that's not an argument. That's more of a straight up defamation because they don't come to you to argue. They argue amongst themselves because they're weirdos. You know what I mean? But I'm here with an open floor. Come chat whenever anytime you want. You go on there and you post something about Koil, you get banned, dude. Especially if it's positive. Yeah, it's really cringe how streamers like sort of just fucking use each other and everyone's just like oblivious to it. Oh, I mean, I don't know if they're literally like fucking psychopaths, dude.
Look alive, guys.
What'd you say?
Look alive.
Oh, God. We need these little soul stores to open up. Are they okay, little soul?
Yeah, all good. Just testing out those.
I don't even, dude. No matter what, I don't hate anybody either. Like, it's not like I actually want to punch somebody in the fucking head or something. You know what I mean? Because I can totally understand that people will have different opinions, and you know, a lot of humans are fucking stupid. So it's like a dog. If your dog shits on the carpet, you tell it don't do it. You know what I mean? You don't fucking get, you know, you don't want to fucking hurt it or something. But yeah, a place where people can't argue. But you know, when I say argue, I don't mean like saying, oh yeah, you know, fucking, you know, DW's an idiot or some shit like that. I mean an argument in which like has constructive criticism or a resolution to something. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people on like Reddit or Twitter or whatever that will say, hey, this is fucking broken, lol, this server sucks, lol, but they never, no one ever has an answer to it. You know what I mean? It's just like they point out the obvious, and it's like, oh, bro, there's bias on the server. Yeah, no fucking shit, there's bias on the server. Like, what the fuck is your point?
Yeah.
It's not an argument. Name calling. Exactly. When you address somebody, and they can talk back to you, it's an argument or a constructive conversation, I should say. Not necessarily an argument. You know what I mean? An argument might even be the wrong word for it. Bing Bang probably has a fucking solution, dude. Yeah.
He's in 1.5 million debt. Holy fuck.
According to a certain subreddit, you are only in CG to bolster your streaming career. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have said. But the reality is, Francis has always roleplayed with these guys, even as cops, so I don't know why that's strange to people. But listen, listen. As a streamer's perspective, how is that an insult anyway? You know what I mean? Like, why is it weird that a streamer whose goal is to stream and get viewers would play with people that stream and get viewers? You know what I mean? Like, how is that an insult? Bro, you guys, if I wanted to just think about the position and power I've been in, right? If I wanted to use this platform to purely get viewers and money, wouldn't I have said, yeah, I'll show Pokemon around, yeah, I'll show XQC around, you know, I'll show NMP around, I'll show fucking Miskiff around, I'll do this, I'll do that, but I don't, all right? Because I'm not a fucking little rat. That's not what I do. My streaming is a second part of what I really do, which is manage Nopixel. I have never been one to try and like push streaming on, you know, try to stream with other people for the sake of getting viewership. I do it because I enjoy it. You know what I mean? That's why I do it. I literally enjoy what I'm doing. You got Fusely and you barely interact with her? Well, honestly, whenever I see April, I will try to interact with her because, you know, the characters make sense. But, well, you know, when I was on Auto, the only person I ever dealt with was Moon, and that was like once every here and there. You know what I mean? To give him cocaine and 2.0 and shit. I don't know. I just find it. I've always found it sort of cringe to like force yourself into that sort of shit, especially when you're a streamer. But a lot of people do that. Like, but at the same time, you can't like say they're fucking trashy for doing it. That is literally streaming. You know what I mean? That's what it is for a lot of people. But I feel like my streaming is popular, obviously, because I play Francis. But my stream is relevant because Nopixel is relevant. It's not because I'm some fucking sick cunt streamer.
I don't have kids for this anymore.
And I don't expect to be or want to be like some fucking 20k viewer or any. Otherwise I would have a face cam set up. I'd be trying on my streams. I wouldn't sit here and fucking talk shit to Reddit and, you know, all that sort of shit. I'd be, you know, actually trying to make fucking content and be Francis and shit.
You guys have?
Yeah, I mean, it might be hard to believe for people, but like,
We're coming.
you know, the money I even make from streaming is pretty much going into the business account anyway. So I've said this, and I can show proof too. Like I literally don't give a shit. I pay myself 10,000 ORD a month. Okay, that's what I get. Everything else goes towards the company, which is set there to pay like game development in the future and what is currently happening now. There is no fucking like, you know, obviously the company wants to make money because we want it to last. But it's not like I'm giving it to me. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to build something. And I don't even know if is 10,000 ORD a month under average. I think we looked at this. Average wage in Australia per month. I think it's a bit above average.
And jump up here.
87.5k a year is the average. So I'm above average still, but you know, either way, the point is it's not under average. No, it's not. Unless that's after tax. Surely that's not after tax.
We'll keep watch for you.
Wait, hang on a second. Is that after tax?
Which one? Mickey, let me get a piece.
Yeah, it says 7,000 to 9,000 a month is considered good. I don't know if that's including tax though.
Like, a lot of them are
Surely it would
right
be.
now.
Like that's still a fair bit of money.
This one here is available, 443,000.
Yo, we should try and get one on the top. So
It's way above. Well,
Yeah,
it's like yeah, 10k Australian is like fucking 7,000 American. You know what I mean? So it's not really that crazy. Let me have a look. USD to board.
Is Tommy here? I don't see Tommy.
Oh, it's 7,300 a month.
We got all 4 dead right there.
Yeah.
DJ, double tap their heads. Make sure they're not breathing.
You deserve any amount. Well, I don't. But you can. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it gets to a point where it's just it is honestly greed. Bro,
There was
Not by any on the roof?
No, I didn't. None of them were showing up.
we need to stop killing these guys. 10k is a lot lower than I expected. Well, I own my house, so
Like down here, this one here was.
I don't actually need. Like I don't know how much I spend a month, but my bank account goes up because I don't do anything. So
It's already Boyd, say, right?
yeah, I was lucky, dude. Like 2.5 after 2.0, before I made it into an actual business entity, I had enough to get my house then. So Twitch fucking exploded for me. We're like over 10k subs there for a while. It was insane, dude. So you're saving fiat and trade Bitcoin? No. I actually have more cash than crypto at the moment. I've only got like 35,000 or something in crypto.
Flippy, you want to go 3 ways on a house?
I know when I say only, people like 35 grand is a lot, but considering how much I could put into that is it's not that crazy. And it's not in Bitcoin, it's in crypto, not Bitcoin.
150k each. Yo, is there a realtor around, bro, to get some discount?
10k isn't much when you've helped a lot of people by creating. Yeah, but you've got to understand, I can do that for years to come. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it just because it's a sensible business thing, right? If I pay myself fucking 300k a year, which I could do, I'd end up paying 150k a year in tax. So I'm only getting 15k a month or 14k a month. You know what I mean? Whereas businesses in Australia, when they're set up, you pay 27% on tax maximum if it doesn't hit a certain threshold. So it's better on a long term for businesses to pay out like a business does. And, you know, I mean, it makes sense that you would do that. So I'm not going to go and pay somebody like fucking 500k for fucking nothing when I could use that to run a company for like a year and have, you know, a game made after. You know what I mean? Like, who knows what's going to happen? But if GTA died, the people here that do dev work would still have an avenue to go make a game. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm doing it. I don't want no matter if GTA dies, I don't want Nopixel to end, because I know we're capable to do shit.
For a block party.
Some guy, Jacob, is apparently coming down to the block. He's on Mandem, by the way.
my car.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's yeah. Why wouldn't I do that? I'm not gonna make an RP game. Don't think I'm gonna do that. If anything, it'd be like a cross between like, it'd be like a mixture of like Witcher slash Dark Souls type-esque, you know what I mean? Like an open world but difficult sort of RPG. That's what I'd love to do, and a loot system that's a little better than what they have, like more randomness to it rather than, hey, go here to get this loot. You know what I mean? That's what I think would be sick. So every time you would do like a run, it could change your entire gear set and build just based on what you find. So it's like sort of like a Diablo-ish, old Diablo drop system. So like, you know, Diablo 1 where you find a certain sword or a staff and you're like, oh, poggers, dude. Shit like that.
Remember we used to be able to do the Naruto run? How the fuck did we do that before? I forget.
Roguelike? Yeah, I mean, not quite that simple. Like, those items aren't necessarily completely random in that, but I mean like full randomization, and even having like the map modular in a way. That'd be very difficult to do, the map thing, but like I want the quest system and everything to be full. You know, you could play the game 3 or 4 times and then you'd start running into duplication sort of thing. Because that's one thing with like Elden Ring and shit. Like, you play it once, you're like, okay, well, that's sick. Why would I want to play it on hard mode? The bosses get a little bit hard, but I'm doing the same shit. But imagine the story entirely changed, and all the gear set entirely changed, and even the map changed the next time around. Like, just certain things were in certain different areas and shit like that. He's sick, dude. I've never played Fable, so I'm not sure, but either way, like, you know, I feel like it's a possible game in single player, and that's what it would be. You know, we'd focus on single player because networking. We wouldn't want to do networking on the first one, at least to begin with. But it'd just be like Skyrim or some shit. You know what I mean? You go into an open world. There's a few main stories and a lot of side story that randomize. Be sick, dude.
100%.
Believe it.
But it'd take us years to make, like, honestly. But I think majority of that would come down to 3D animations, you know, that sort of shit. And I think we're capable of organizing that. That's why if we skip networking, I think it'd be okay.
buying it, Miguel?
You're describing Remnant from the Ashes? I haven't played it.
Well, we kind of